Role models will teach you that teaching is not just about delivering lessons. It's also about instilling that passion for lifelong.
I believe if I work hard enough and if I put my mind into it, if I be passionate about it, if I make myself disciplined, I can do it.
I would say dream high and dream for humanity. Everything will come in your place.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. मैं हूँ नाजिया FM 107 से एंड वेलकम टू द शो कॉल्ड करियर कंपास नेविगेटिंग द फ्यूचर। इस टॉपिक को फर्दर एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए हमारे बीच हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं एक्सपर्ट, एजुकेशनल एक्सपर्ट मैं कहूँ। आप TNG की हेड मिस्ट्रेस हैं। वी वुड लव टू वेलकम मैम रुसना अहमद। हेलो एंड अस्सलाम वालेकुम, हाउ आर यू डूइंग?
Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much, Nazia, for letting me a part of this show. Alhamdulillah, so far so good.
What inspired you to come into the field of education?
I think if you ask me this question, it will take me back to my childhood days, where I have seen that there was one teacher who really gave me that hope that yes, you can do it. And I think that person has been my role model since today, till today, I would say. And I did, at that time envisioned, okay, I should also be like somebody like her, who can really take a child who feels that, no, I cannot do it. I'm not that confident enough to come forward and, present myself. And if I'm standing or sitting here in front of you, I think a teacher can do wonders.
Very
Definitely,
well said.
That's what has really attracted me towards, this profession. Yeah.
Great, excellent. Okay, now tell me what strategies are more effective, for a student to inspire them in order to, pursue the career in the field of education.
I think, that's a very brilliant question, I would say, because, in this world where it is very difficult for us to convince our own kids, it's very important for us to understand that I would say the most important thing that we can do is to showcase the transformative power of teaching. Like, what the researchers have shown is that students usually pursue their career in teaching when they see its profound impact.
Right.
So maybe sharing those inspiring success stories of different teachers who have shaped many lives, and also about the critical role of teachers in developing those, innovators, or I would say leaders. And additionally, I would say the influence of their own teachers. When they see passionate, dedicated, inspiring teachers, they also will feel like, okay, I should also go to this kind of a profession where I can change or shape lives. Third thing I would say is, in this technology enhanced world, we know that after a few years, a lot of careers will be vanished or wiped off. So I would say teaching is one of those less professions which cannot be replaced by AI because of its human connections, emotional intelligence, and I think the mentorship involved.
Right.
So making people aware about these kind of factors, I think that we will be able to inspire more people to,
to be a part
pursue this career.
Excellent. Very well said, ma'am. Okay, now tell me how important it is for a student to, have a positive role models in their life.
Yeah, I think that's where I started
You started.
from. So the role model actually helps you to see the impact and fulfillment of that profession. And at the same time, it will also help you in terms of, breaking those stereotypes of saying, no, it's a low, ranked profession. I would not say low ranked, low paid profession. Instead, the role models will be able to showcase the community impact that comes with this profession. I also feel it's not just about inspiring, but through role models, they also realize that the kind of skills and qualities that may need to be successful in that career. Because role models will teach you that teaching is not just about delivering lessons.
True.
It's also about building those connections. It's also about developing that curiosity. And it's also about instilling that passion for lifelong learning. So I think role models are incredibly important in anybody's life to take this session.
Very well said. Okay, tell me how and why it is important to have hand-on experiences in the school.
It gives you the real life practical, experience of how it will look like.
Have you seen students inclined towards it?
Yes, because you see, at our school also we have a lot of programs that we run and initiatives where we have student mentors. So basically at TNG we have a year-long program called Youth Leadership Program, where each class will be looking at a global issue which they are passionate about, and they will be finding solutions to it. Now each class will be assigned with a student mentor. So the mentor is going through the whole experience as a real mentor, training them, negotiating with them, helping them in solving problems and decision making. So they are getting that real life experience through this whole program.
Right.
Apart from this, we have those extracurricular clubs as well, like debate clubs or MUN clubs, you name it. In these clubs also we have student patrons. And the job of these student patrons is to train their juniors and to develop their skills also, so that they can also move forward into different, competitions as such. So I think, yes, we have seen how these, mentorship opportunities really develop students in making sure that they get that skills required for a person to be a leader or a mentor in their future.
Right. बहुत अच्छा. Very well said. Okay, tell me, in your opinion, what are the most significant trends that are, currently shaping in the field of education?
Actually, artificial intelligence and personalized learning is actually reshaping the classroom. So I think digital fluency is not anymore a choice. You need to be fluent in terms of digital thing. And also I believe in this AI world, knowledge isn't enough. Knowledge itself cannot define success. It's the critical thinking, adaptability that defines success. So I think all these teachers, whoever wants to get into this career, need to master those tools and strategies which will develop these 21st century skills in our students, so that they are not just ready for their exam but are ready to thrive in an unpredicted world as well. So in short, it's not about knowing what the tools are, it's about going with the transformation. So you need to have that kind of a growth mindset.
What other challenges actually educators face?
I think work-life balance is one of the challenge, I would say, and of course dealing with the emotional well-being of the students, because now in this age it was not like it is not like what we were in school. Now there's a lot of challenges that are coming with this digital era as well. So to deal with this, we also need to be aware about how to deal with in these kind of mental health issues, and we need to be ourselves aware about all those things. So I think keeping in mind all those things and and having that, as a leader or as an educator, I would say you need to prioritize self-care as well.
Right.
A happy teacher can deliver a happy lesson.
Right.
If the teacher is unhappy, then the lesson will also be a mediocre one. Yeah.
Right. So how do you motivate yourself to be happy at every particular time and moment?
I think the first thing that I would do is to have a prioritizing list with me.
Okay.
Unless and until I know what is important for me at this point, I will not be able to balance my work and life.
So to prioritize things.
Yeah, that's one of the, I would say, advice I could give to any person who comes in, who is new to this profession, is also to prioritize. And in this priority list, your self-care is also should have a top, should be on top of it. Because unless and until you are happy, and then again, I always, couch my points with researchers, because researchers have also told that, people who are able to balance work-life, they have greater satisfaction, job satisfaction as well. So unless and until you are unable to manage that, you're not satisfied with your job. True. If you are not satisfied, you will not be able to deliver an inspiring and engaging lesson in your classes.
Very true, very true. Okay, apart from this, what other traits are essential to be a good educator?
Listener. He or she should be a listener.
Okay.
Should be empathetic. And should be broad-minded, I would say, because sometimes there will be a lot of backlashes that will be coming on your way. People may say something, but at the same time, you need to have that openness to listen and understand what exactly is the reason behind it. And I think a researcher, as I told previously, that you need to keep yourself update. And you need to also be ready to learn. I would say, I will just put it in one word, that you need to be ready to unlearn and relearn.
Unlearn
And relearn.
Okay.
Because you have already learned a lot of things in your past.
Right.
But now as the things are changing, you may have to unlearn all those and start relearning
In a
new
different
things.
way. Okay, tell me, as an educator, how do you feel like cultivating the critical thinking in students?
Yes, it is definitely important. As I told you, the only thing that can keep somebody in the market when this AI is taking over everything is your skills. So, see, all the other things that you're doing, machines can do it. But your critical thinking, your analytical skills, your problem-solving skills is something which will help you to overpower these machines, or maybe to use these machines or AI in a better way. So it's very crucial that I would say developing skills in our students. If we are not developing these 21st century skills in our students, we are not actually preparing them for future.
Okay, now tell me, what specific programs or resources does the school offer to support the students' interest in, exploring teaching and academic careers?
Right. So as I told you previously, we do not have any specific, I'm talking about my school, programs to focus on teaching profession. However, as I told earlier, we have a lot of extracurricular and curricular opportunities at our school where we give them the opportunities to mentor. And also leadership opportunities. So through these mentoring and leadership opportunities, they are developing those skills like critical thinking, maybe communication, problem solving, which will help them to be successful in any career they go.
How often they come and say that they wanted to be a teacher or mentor, educator?
I would say 10%.
10%. That's a low number.
It is.
So दोस्तों, हमारे साथ जो है वो स्टूडेंट रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मौजूद है. Tell me, what are your future plans?
So my future plans are not particularly normal, because I do not want to be a normal man. I wish to be someone who is noticed, someone who is noticed in the crowd, someone who is like special. Yani
so
be
what
a
are you
millionaire,
keen
being
in
something that extraordinary. Not like ordinary people. I wish to have some freedom, but I want to be free. That's what I crave. I don't crave money. No. That's that's the tool. That's the tool to get there. My goal is freedom.
Freedom. You want to keep yourself free.
Yes.
And you're talking to be a businessman or something like that. And business entrepreneur, of course. It's all about busyness.
Yes.
So are you prepared?
I believe if I work hard enough, and if I put my mind into it, if I be passionate about it, if I make myself disciplined, I can do it.
Okay, now you can ask question. Your ma'am is here. Would you like to ask some question?
So do you prefer, or do you think education is more important or experience? So if you're out of high school, you just got out of high school, would you rather go straight into business and get experience instead, or would you go to college and learn about business first?
Right. So I think it's like jumping into an ocean without knowing how to swim.
Yes.
So it's always important that we have that basic understanding and then jump into the real.
Yes. Understood.
So I think that thing might have given you a little bit of idea whether I should, you should go to the university or get better understanding about what you are going to get into the business, or blindly jumping into a. Exactly. I hope it makes sense.
Yeah, I understood. So you see, many people out there have degrees, have everything, but they don't have a job. So what would you do to prevent that? What do you think we can do to prevent that?
Right. So I think it's a very valid question, Omar, because I think in this world, just having those grades on your certificate isn't enough. You need to have the skills to make sure that you will be kept aside from the whole crowd. What will make you unique in the crowd? And of course, it's not necessary that you need to go and work for a company.
Yes.
If you have your creativity, if you are innovative, why not you create something and have more people in that profession with you.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's not just about grades, it's about the skills that you develop throughout your educational journey.
Yes, thank you for your insights. And so my other question is, so I personally believe that I feel like something in school, there's something missing that they need to teach, something missing
Okay.
about life, about business, about in general being unique, being successful. So would you help me find out what that is?
All your daily lessons, whatever, whether you make a mistake, that's the biggest lesson that you learn from school. When you have your youth leadership programs, when you do those decision making in your classroom, you negotiate with one another. No, my perspective is this way and yours is this way. Then you all come up into one single solution. What are you actually developing there? You are negotiating skills, your decision making skill. You are also able to articulate your points strongly. And these skills will be enough for you to be successful in any field that you go. Just some of the skills that will be required.
Okay, Rusna, now my last question is,
Yeah.
what is your vision for the future of education?
I think I have a very, dynamic vision. I would say my vision is having a dynamic student-centered system where we harness this technology and celebrate, diversity and instill that passion for lifelong learning. I think now, education must transcend borders and ensure that we are not just, making the students what you call follow a path, but we make them equip so that they can create their own path and future.
Right.
That's how education should be transformed now.
Excellent. Okay, before we say Khuda Hafiz, one last message from you to all the aspiring students out there.
I would say dream high and dream for humanity. Everything will come in your place.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
उमर, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? आपको इतने सारे लोग सुन रहे हैं, आप
Yes,
अपने
yes.
फ्रेंड्स को कोई एडवाइस, कोई मैसेज देना चाहेंगे?
So I would like to advise everyone to not only think about motivation and willpower and go discipline straight in. First, you gotta go slowly. Nothing is built like in a second.
Right.
Nothing is built fast.
There are no shortcuts.
Yes,
in life.
there are no shortcuts. So you
Right.
cannot go straight into, I work out 5 hours a day. You gotta go slow. I work out for 1 hour. I work out for half an hour. Just start slow. Start at your own pace. It doesn't matter how slow you are. You just gotta start.
You have to start.
Doesn't
You have
matter.
to be consistent
Yes.
throughout. That's a beautiful line. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
बहुत
so
शुक्रिया. आपने वक्त निकाला और बहुत ही वैल्यूबल इंसाइट्स शेयर किए. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, उमर. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करते हुए and we look forward to seeing you again.
Inshallah.
Well, with this we have come to an end. नए एपिसोड में एक और नए मेहमान के साथ, नए टॉपिक के साथ हम हाजिर होंगे. तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखिए और सुनते रहिए FM 107 दिल से देसी.